I think the four big things we talk about and coach others on is finding deals, funding deals, acquiring. And then where I really think you make money is your operations and how you manage the deal. And obviously, if it's a buy and hold, how you get the best tenant, how you get the property ready, how you make it what he calls it a tank. I like to call it a bulletproof house with the materials you use. He really gets in that at a granular level, which I like. And I know for you, I know operations, Mike, being in the military, I get it. So, what stood out to you most in the book, Mike, as you're kind of going through it and getting through it?
Just as you said, just the granular level at which Mike Butler describes kind of day to day activities.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that. So many books focus on big picture of saying, okay, hey, this download this tenant software and then you're good. He will say, okay, download this tenant software, then download X, Y, and Z, and then you can sync up your PDFs to, you can incorporate different softwares and leverage technology. So just really getting into the very small details and step by step things of processes that I didn't even consider. So I
Yeah.
really appreciate that as a newer investor.
Yeah.
That's something that's missed, I think, in a lot of books. So that, and then just understanding just the life cycle, things that
Yeah.
you will see day to day in if you have a portfolio, things that tenants will do, move in cycle, move out cycle, things that happen
Yeah.
every single turnover. So I really appreciated that. Again, I'd say a lot of this to you, Chris, is second nature, being in management day to day and operations day to day. But for me, there's some good takeaways.
No, and I agree. I will piggyback on that. I think, like he says, how he breaks things down, even gives you some basic apps and technology you can use. So I don't want to jump into that, but obviously in his book, like, recording calls, time, date stamp on videos when you do walkthroughs before somebody moves in. So you have evidence of what it looked like. And then when they move out, a time, date stamp. And it might be great. And once again, I know he wants to give people 100% of their deposit back. So do we. But if they've destroyed the windows and busted every door in the house, obviously you got proof of what it was like when before they moved in, then obviously what it's like after they moved in. He does a great job of just little things like that. That's why I think that's so important. This is a great book. This is one of the kind of bedrock books that we've used. And I think because I mean, I'm going to dive in a little bit, a point you mentioned as we discussed in the book. He discusses what most landlords operate reactively. And I think that's something that happens. You get a phone call, you just react, or something breaks and you just react. He's really good about looking and going through properties, having a sheet. We use the sheet very similar to what he has of what condition the property's in, getting through properties a couple times a year, looking at each one. And then he can decide what to do versus just reacting. He wants to respond. He wants to be able to look at things and be proactive. And I really think I like that.